Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties on top till 8 in the morning.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties on top till 8 in the morning.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play, and we ride on things like
Welcome to the fiercest 8 minutes of your life. We're going to work all of the muscles today. We have 8 minutes, 4 exercises, 4 rounds each. It'll go by quick. Give me everything you got. Let's go. Toes and knees, top corners of your mat. Bend your knees, sink your hips, drop your tail down, zip up your pants, knit your rib cage together, arms out to the side, scoop your elbows forward, and then lift your elbows up. So scoop, lift. As you do this, pretend like you're digging those elbows in through muddy water, nice and thick. Squeeze those biceps open. Use your chest, lift. Use your upper back, squeeze. Beautiful. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Stand into that right leg, left toe taps. Lift that leg up, pulse 2 times. Go back to your second position. Squat, tap, lift for 2. Option here, lift that leg and balance, and then pulse. Knit your rib cage together. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Big, deep squat. Squeeze your bum. Open up the eyes of your hips. Shoulders down. Turn to the left. Either grab your block, grab your stool, grab your hand weights. Left foot is in front, right foot back. Toes and knees are turned out. Step in, stay low, step out. In and out. Good. I want you to be able to see your front left toes the whole time. So make sure, even though you're stepping forward, you're lifting and pressing that knee up and back. Weight is in your heel. Out and in. Pull your belly in nice and tall. Good. Shift those weights. Shift that stool off to the side. Your left leg is in front. Lift that thigh up in front. Bend your knee. Sweep through, figure 4, toe touches the ankle, hinge forward slightly, 2 pulses in the back. Good, so we're working our balance, we're working our core, glutes, inner, outer thigh. Good, focus on that transition underneath. Lift, lift. Good, bring it all the way to the back. Let's finish 1 full set. Beautiful, turn to the front of the room. Toes and knees turned out, we're back at the top. Round 1, scoop, lift. Scoop, lift, belly in, sit up nice and tall. So as you do this, flex your biceps, open, squeeze your back, flex your biceps, open, squeeze. It's active posture through that upper body, belly button in. Place your hands on those hips. Big squat, right toe taps, 2 pulses. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bend, tap, double pulse, squeeze, or find that balance challenge. Good, try not to hike that right hip up. Keep that hip nice and level, nice and low. Sit up nice and tall, push, explode. Landing toe ball heel, releasing heel ball toe. Squeeze, squeeze. Good, turn to the right. You need your hand weights. You need your stool. Right foot is in front, toes and knees are turned out, both on the right and left foot. Step in and back. Good. Think about keeping your booty as low as you can. Think about pressing your right big toe into the floor. So get that front foot nice and flat. Try not to roll on the pinky edge side of that foot. Plant that big toe down. Open up that back hip. Belly and chest is proud. Look forward. Stand all the way up. Now your right leg is in front. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Left knee is soft. Good, lift up 2 attitude pulses. Sweep all the way through underneath. 2 squeezes in the back. Good, so think about your hips as 2 tabletops. Keep those tabletops nice and square. Try not to hike or roll that hip open. Good, plant that left big toe to the mat. 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Good, changing up this first exercise. From your earlobes, push away. From your ears, push away. Good, shoulders out of your ears. Big, long extension. Draw big circles with those arms, with those fingertips. Good, bend your knees, sink your hips, squeeze your bum, press the inner thighs to the back wall. Push away, push away. Good, hands on your hips. Big, deep second position squat. Standing into that right leg, knit your rib cage together. Big plie, toes and knees pressing out, push off. 2 pulses at the top. You can either have a balance check where those left toes tap before you lift up, or you can have a balance challenge where you lift and leave those left toes off of the mat. Good. Make sure your tail is down. Knit your rib cage together. Turn to the left, grab your weights, grab your stool. Toes and knees are turned out. Back heel stays lifted. Bend and drop your hips. Step back, step up. Step back, step up. Good, keep that back hip open. Pull your belly in, gaze forward. Your back is flat, hinging over that left leg. Press your big toe on that left side into the floor. Beautiful. Standing up. That left leg extends in front. Bend your knee and open up the hip. Inner thigh reaches to the sky. 2 pulses. Sweep it underneath those hips. Hinge forward. Lift and keep it open. So it's the inner thigh lifting to the sky. And behind you, it's the outer thigh lifting to the sky. Bend your knee. Bring your heel towards that opposite hip. Towards that opposite glute. Find your balance. 1 more. Step your feet out nice and wide. From those earlobes, here we go. Press, push, shoulders out of your ears, long neck. Relax those shoulder blades, slide them into your back pockets. Full extension as you reach out. Open up through your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Elbows are lifted. Beautiful. Place your hands on your hips. We're now going to stand into your into your left leg, lifting and pulsing with that right side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down, balance check. 2 pulses, or down, balance challenge, lift, lift. Think about dropping your big toe towards the floor, pinky toe to the sky. Down, press, squeeze, lift. Good, keep it going. Down, up, press, squeeze, squeeze. Good, turning to the right, grab those weights. Toes and knees turned out. Hinge over those weights. Narrow step, wide step, in and out. Think about leading with that back inner thigh. So pull your inner thigh forward. Press that thigh back. Plant your big toe down onto the mat. Sink your hips. Keep your bum below your shoulders. Standing up. That right leg is in front. Bend your knee, open up that hip. This is a turnout position that will activate the inner, the outer thighs, and the glutes automatically just with that turnout. You'll feel this in your core. See if you can lift that heel, that ankle, belly button height. Reach up, lift, lift. Bring the heel to the opposite hip. Finish through. That was 4, right? Next round, we are going to start on our forearms and on our toes. A couple of options here. You can be on both your right and left toes. You can also drop to one knee, and that way you would do a single leg lift. Heel drives up. At the same time, if you're on both toes, let's alternate. Right heel drives up, left heel drives up. Squeeze your bum, belly button to your spine. Knit your rib cage together. Yes, stay nice and strong. Press your forearms, press your elbows into the mat. Push your chest away. Split those shoulder blades apart. Round your upper back. Good. Keep your bum low, belly in. Option, drop that knee and stay same side, single leg lift. Good. Coming onto your hands and your knees. With that left leg, we're going to do one hydrant. So pull that knee out of your hip. Good. One hydrant with a little kick to the side. One up and out, knee bent, one side kick. Think about keeping your knee in line with your hip when you lift it bent and when you kick it straight. Good, harden belly button, face the floor the whole time. Coming down onto your back, flat back. Maybe placing those hands underneath your tail. Flex your feet, turn your toes and knees out. Bend your knees. Big diamond shape. And then I want you to press and drive those heels to the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze your knees together before you squat back down. Belly button to your spine the whole time. Bring your knees into your chest. Place your hands behind your thighs. We're gonna roll up to a seated position, and then your shins are parallel to the floor. Lift your chest, roll back. Roll up. Good, roll back. How about when we roll up, release your hands from your legs. Place your hands underneath, roll, lift those hips. Release, grab, roll. Great job. Coming onto your forearms back up at the top. Alternating heel lift. So if you're on toes, you can alternate left heel, right heel. If you need to drop one knee to protect your core, lift that same heel up and down each round. And then you just change sides. Keep your butt below your shoulders. Come to your knees. Onto your hands here. We'll turn so we don't nail each other. One hydrant kick out to the side. Good. Pay attention to your hands and the knee that's grounded. Think about yourself as a tripod. Try not to sink that shoulder into the floor. Chest and belly button are straight lasers onto the mat. Good. Coming down onto your back, in for those froggy squats. Placing your hand underneath your tail to ensure that pelvic tilt. If you don't feel like you have that form without it. So for me, it's a lot harder when my back is flat to guarantee that I'm activating that core. So hands right underneath my tail really help me activate those muscles below my belly button. Place your hands behind your thighs. Get ready to rock and roll up to that boat. Sit all the way up. Roll back. All the way up. Maybe we're releasing our hands. Roll hips high. Maybe we're sitting up straighter. Roll back. Good. Belly button to spine. Chest is proud. Roll, lift. 2 more rounds. Back onto our forearms. Butt is low. So if you were holding a modified plank, your hips would be down. So lift those knees up. And then as you drive those heels, lower your bum. Knit your rib cage together. Shoulders out of your ears, belly button to spine. That heel does not have to lift very high. I want your butt nice and tight. Drop to your knees, come onto your hands. Hydrant, out to the side, and then a kick. Good. Pressing down into your tripod, 2 hands, 1 knee. Exhale as you kick. Good. Shoulders nice and steady, nice and square. Laser beam, heart and belly button face the floor the whole time. Press your palms into that mat. Gaze in front. Cross those ankles. We're making our way onto our backs. Hips up. Flex those feet. Turn your toes and knees out. Bend. Press. Bend. Press. Down and up. Good. Keep your heels glued together. Open up those knees. Big diamond shape. Press and drive those heels. Out and lift. Good. Place those hands behind your thighs. We're rolling up. Roll up, chest is proud. See if you can get your shins parallel to the floor. And now you roll back. Good option. Keep your hands off those legs the whole time. Bend your knees, lift your chest, pull your belly in. Squeeze your knees, your thighs, your ankles together. We have 1 round to go. Tail is down, belly in, gaze is forward, on or off those knees. Alternate. When you lift your heel, think about your butt staying centered and square, right? You're not lifting your heel and lifting your tail. It's just that leg. It's activating that core, pulling your belly button in, shoulders on top of your elbows coming all the way down. Onto those hands, onto those knees. When you bring that knee out to the side, make sure it's right in line with that hip. You don't want to go too far back. You don't want to bring that knee to your shoulder. Straight line out to the side. Straight line out with a kick. Straight line. Press your palms in. Try not to shift too much onto that left hip. Finish up. Coming onto our back, we've got our frog. Good, this time we're gonna really go nice and slow in our squat. 4, 3, 2, press squeeze. 4, 3. Inside of those legs, glue together and then bend. 2, 3, belly button to spine. Press. 2, 3, nice and slow. Keep it up, open. Knees outside of those hips. Press, drive, squeeze. Last exercise. We are rocking and rolling. Lift your chest, lift your shins. Roll back. You're either your hands are on those legs, or we're releasing those hands, lifting. Good. Tail high, lift, squeeze. Option here, balancing on that booty, straighten your legs. 1 more. Done.